What is up, you guys? Welcome to my first ever YouTube video. I am your host, the Hot Rod, and today for my first ever YouTube video I'm going to take a look at an old Elite figure from the Elite Series 38. It is Daniel Bryan. And why did I choose this figure? I chose this figure because it's probably one of my favorite figures in my collection, and also for the fact that Daniel Bryan did just recently retire on Raw. Sad moment for all WWE fans and WWE superstars, especially Daniel Bryan. And this figure does represent Daniel Bryan 100%. I think Mattel did take their time with this figure, and why I say that is because in recent Elite Series, such as was it Elite Series 42 or 43, they did guys such as Kalisto and Neville and Lita, which are all new Elites. And then you got guys such as Roman Reigns and John Cena, who are in other Elite series, who are just repeated many times. But even though Daniel Bryan was in a few series, they made each figure different. Sometimes I feel like Mattel repeats John Cena's attire or Roman Reigns' attire. But for this figure, they did probably one of Daniel Bryan's most common looks, and this is his Yes Movement shirt, which was probably one of his most famous. I think this may have been the attire used when Daniel Bryan summoned the whole Yes Movement to come into the ring to face the Authority. And that was one of the best moments of Daniel Bryan, in my honest opinion. So, we're going to look at the t-shirt first, which is probably a great accessory choice for Daniel Bryan. Yes, they could have added the belt and stuff, but I ain't complaining, honestly. Like I said, this is his Yes Movement shirt. I am pretty sure. I'm like 99% sure. And what they did, I really like this idea. They just took the whole back of the shirt. This is really hard to do with one hand. Yeah, there we go. And they just did it one line of Velcro. Now, the other shirts that they've done, this probably ain't the only one that they've done like this, but the one shirt that I had, it was a referee shirt, and it had a hole at the top where you would put the head and stuff. I'm gonna set Daniel Bryan over here for a second, so we can take a look, get a good look at this shirt. Sorry guys, but this is really hard to do with one hand. Forgive me. Once again, this is a great accessory choice. Yes, they could, like I said, they could have added the belt, but you know, who cares? At least they're not slacking. Now, the figure itself is what really catches the eye, because, like I said, this is probably one of Daniel Bryan's most common looks. I really love this attire. I mean, if I took my basic Daniel Bryan, which is right in here, sorry guys, I have a lot of figures, trust me. I'm just gonna set the camera down for a second. Here it is. There we go. Here's the basic Daniel Bryan that I have. I did like this Daniel Bryan. The face scan was his no phase. You could tell just by the face scan. Obviously, you could tell the difference between the two, and he wore a lot more darker colors. And after I got this, I realized that this is the best Daniel Bryan to have. You have the black on the boots with the white trim, the gray design on the red knee pads, and the same on the trunks with little patterns on the gray side. This face scan is probably the best to represent Daniel Bryan because he has a happy face scan, and Daniel Bryan was a happy person. So what better face scan to use? Oh, sorry guys. And then you got the normal white wrist tape. You know, it may seem that there's not a lot to say about this figure, and there's really not, but I can honestly say that this is probably one of the best figures done by Mattel. And I hope they make more like it. So, one little note to Daniel Bryan, if you're watching this, you had a great inspiration to all of us, and I hope you and Bree have a great life together. Keep up the good work. We miss you, D-Bry. And for all my fans out there, see you in the next video. See ya.